Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a wild what-if scenario. Imagine waking up one morning, and the money in your bank account, the cash in your wallet, it's all worthless. Not because of a hacker or a bank crash, but because of something massive, something ancient stirring deep beneath our feet. A supervolcano. It sounds like a blockbuster movie plot, right? But what would actually happen to our economy, to our everyday lives, if a supervolcano like the one under Yellowstone decided to have a really, really bad day? Let's break it down. First things first, what even is a supervolcano? Forget the neat cone-shaped mountains you're picturing. A supervolcano is a colossal underground chamber of magma. When it erupts, it doesn't just spew lava. It explodes with a force thousands of times more powerful than a regular volcano, blasting tons of ash, dust, and gas high into the atmosphere. So the eruption happens. The immediate impact is, of course, catastrophic for anyone nearby. But we're talking about the global economic fallout. The first thing to get hit? The sky. That massive cloud of ash would spread across the globe. It would be so thick that it would ground virtually all air travel. Think about that for a second. No planes. This isn't just about your canceled vacation. Airplanes are the world's high-speed delivery trucks. They transport everything from fresh flowers and seafood to critical medical supplies and electronic components. The entire global supply chain, which relies on just-in-time delivery, would grind to a halt. Companies waiting for parts from overseas would have to shut down production. The express delivery industry would collapse overnight. The economic shockwave from this alone would be immense. But the ash cloud does something even more sinister. It blocks out the sun. This would trigger a volcanic winter. Global temperatures would plummet, not for a week, but for years. This is where the real economic apocalypse begins, starting with the one thing we all need to survive: food. With less sunlight and colder temperatures, crops would fail on a massive scale. Think about the world's great bread baskets, the American Midwest, the plains of Ukraine. They would turn into cold, barren fields. We wouldn't just have a bad harvest, we'd have multiple years with almost no harvest at all. What does that do to the economy? Food prices would skyrocket to levels we can't even imagine. A loaf of bread might cost what a smartphone does today. Panic buying would empty shelves in hours. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a direct threat to social stability. When people can't feed their families, governments get very, very nervous. Widespread famine would lead to riots, unrest, and a complete breakdown of social order in many parts of the world. So, our supply chains are broken, and we're running out of food. What happens to our money in this scenario? This is where the title of our video comes in. Initially, you might see hyperinflation. Governments would be printing money like crazy to try and provide disaster relief, to pay for whatever services are still running. But this new money would be chasing a rapidly shrinking pool of actual goods, especially food. So, its value would plummet. Your life savings could become worthless in a matter of weeks. But it gets worse. Think about what gives money its value. It's trust. It is the shared belief that you can exchange this piece of paper or these digital numbers for goods and services. In a world where you can't buy food, where factories are closed, where you can't even travel, what is that money actually worth? The entire financial system, which is built on complex promises of future growth and profit, would implode. The stock market? It would cease to exist in any meaningful way. Who cares about a company's stock price when its factories are buried in ash and its workers are starving? In this new world, the economy would revert to something much more basic. The new currency wouldn't be dollars, euros, or yen. The new currency would be survival. We're talking about a barter economy on a global scale. What would be valuable? Canned food, clean water, antibiotics, seeds that can grow in low light, fuel, batteries, and practical skills. Are you a mechanic, a doctor, a farmer with a greenhouse? Congratulations, you are the new wealthy class. Your ability to do or provide something tangible and essential is the only thing that matters. Your college degree in finance? It might be less valuable than knowing how to purify water or repair a generator. It's a humbling thought, isn't it? Everything we currently see as a measure of wealth and success stocks, bonds, real estate in a now frozen city, it all evaporates. Now, this all sounds incredibly grim, and it is. A supervolcano eruption is a true low-probability, high-impact event. It's not something to lose sleep over every night. Scientists at places like the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory monitor these systems 24/7, and they'd likely give us some warning, though how much is a topic of debate. But exploring this extreme scenario teaches us a valuable lesson about our modern world. It shows us how incredibly interconnected and fragile our global economic system is. We depend on a stable climate, open borders for trade, and a foundation of trust that allows our financial systems to function. A supervolcano simply pulls the rug out from under all of it. It forces us to ask what true wealth is. Is it a number in a bank account, or is it community, skills, and access to the basic necessities of life? This thought experiment shows us that our entire economic structure is a sophisticated human invention, a story we all agree to believe in, and under enough pressure that story can change very, very quickly. So, what's the takeaway? Don't go building a doomsday bunker tomorrow, but maybe, just maybe, it's a good reminder to value practical skills. Learn how to grow a small garden, fix things around the house, or learn basic first aid. These are the kinds of things that build resilience, not just for a hypothetical volcanic winter, but for any unexpected challenge life throws our way. It highlights the importance of strong communities, because when the global system fails, it's our local networks that will catch us. Thanks so much for watching this deep dive into a world without money. It's a crazy concept, but it really makes you think. What skill do you think would be most valuable in a post-eruption world? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more mind-bending what-ifs, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.